red text, Gogeta's red, Splorking again! Frieza's getting waxed on. God, please.
Candy now.
What is going on, everybody? Nasdorachi coming back at you with another video for Dragon Ball Legends. And today, hopefully the video will be a little bit shorter so we can keep a fine balance between the longer videos versus the shorter. I know some people out there kind of favor one or the other, so hopefully we can kind of maintain, like I said, a good balance with that. So what we are here to talk about today is going to be some of the finer adjustments to the very infamous sidestep technique. We've seen lots of posts across social media saying, oh, thank God sidestep is dead, and that really isn't fully the case. There actually is still a couple of reasons why it's still good to mix in some sidesteps here and there, so I'm going to go ahead and show you some of that. And as well, I still do not have the man Gogeta up there, so I haven't made any summons beyond the other video except for the dailies. Haven't had really any luck on those, so I figured we could invest these last 3,000 stones in a kind of final attempt to maybe get him outside of the daily summons. And I got a couple tickets to burn too. So we'll jump in, show the sidestep off first, and then we will hop right into the summons, close the video out, and again, hopefully it won't be super long. So I'm going to do this versus the AI right here, just in the interest of time. Don't judge me if my fighting seems a little sloppy, because I'm kind of live recording this as I'm talking to you guys, so I kind of trying to multitask here. So we're going to just jump in right here with my regen / purple / red team and see what we can do. We'll bring my 3 favorites on the team right there. I do hope you guys have been having great luck on the banner. Hope you pulled Gogeta and Janemba, as many of them as possible, or at least one or the other, especially if you're more of a free-to-play player. But here we go. Fight is starting here. So this is a good opportunity to show you what I was talking about, you know, except for the fact the computer has the worst ability to just dodge everything you do on these upper EX difficulties. But let's see here. So we got 2 red cards. So what I'll do, because Cell is a blast-oriented character, I'll do stuff like sidestep twice like that, just to get a little bit of that extra key back, and then chain directly into 2 red cards, or 2 yellow cards, sorry, like you saw just there. Let's try it on a type disadvantage and get an idea of kind of what that damage will do. So we kind of sidestepped there, and because we did that sidestep, you know, it gives us, the first time you sidestep, about 4 to 6 key back, and then it starts to scale back from there. You'll start to get, you know, 2 to 3 on the second sidestep, maybe 1 to 3 on the third sidestep, and it's kind of, you know, just like a combo would in a fighting game. There's scaling going on now within that sidestep maneuver. So maybe overall it was the balance that we kind of needed. But as you can see, kind of the way my playstyle rotates now is a mixture of chaining cards and sidestepping. So if a character doesn't focus red cards anyway, there's no reason to not get back that little bit of key, as well as you'll get a very small amount of time off your vanish meter and your sub encounters. And you know, that's about it. You can still get a card back, I think, about every 3 sidesteps. So again, you guys, the technique is far from completely dead. It's just maybe a little bit more balanced, a little bit weaker. So you can kind of see here, you can mix between changing up sidesteps and, you know, chaining directly into cards, just depending on what the battle needs. Like right there, I needed 1 more key back to get that off. Of course, the computer rising rushed right there, but if they didn't, that yellow key blast would have most likely hit them, and because I did that 1 sidestep, I had enough key to pull it off. So again, there are still reasons to use the sidestep technique. They are just kind of, you know, again, not as strong as what they used to be. So I find now that as a top level player, what I generally do is I'll mix and match back and forth, again, between chaining cards together, between doing sidesteps. Kind of depends on what type of character I'm using. Oh, I biffed that counter really hard right there. But yeah, it kind of, like I said, depends on what type of character you're using, be it blast or defense or strike. And then you can kind of play accordingly. I should have used the blue card there because he wouldn't have been able to vanish out of it. But now you have no vanish, so good on you, mate. Good on you! Can't vanish out of that. Alright. Anyway, you guys kind of get the picture though. You can, again, mix in between chaining cards. Like, you know, I had plenty of damage right there between those 2 yellows to kill on that type advantage. So why not sidestep and get just that little bit of ki back? It does not hurt, you guys. It's still a viable strategy. It's just not something that you're going to want to constantly do. You're going to want to mix it up and switch back and forth, again, between, you know, all the tools that combat has to offer you. Let's see if we can't finish him off here. So the AI is dead. We didn't lose a single character, and again, I was kind of chatting with you guys through the fight, but you can kind of get an idea. Just, again, even though it's the AI, this still works against other players. You still get the smaller benefits back, and there is, again, a little bit of a damage boost when you chain cards together, but it's not something that's so huge where it's going to make or break the fight, especially if you're bringing 398% units that just do a crap ton of damage, you know, kind of no matter what. So that's kind of what I had to throw out there for you guys on the sidestep technique. Again, I still use it. Maybe this balance patch was a step in the right direction. Maybe it still needs some tweaks. I know plenty of people out there are kind of unhappy. But again, the technique is still moderately viable. It's still a good reason to use it. You might need that 1 or 2 ki back, or you might be on the cusp of getting a 3rd card if you do your 3rd sidestep, and that gives you the green card you need to counter the next incoming move. Or, you know, there's tons of situations that could pop up in this game that will validate both play styles, sidestepping and not, and then I feel like the strongest is now a mix between the two. So I kind of said the same thing a few different times just there, but hopefully you guys get the picture with that. Let's jump into the second portion of the video here and do some summons. So we're going to start at the bottom here and do the dailies first. We'll jump into the tickets, and then we'll do the multi-summons for Gogeta last. But we'll get through it relatively quickly here, we hope. So this is just a regular daily summon on the Masters pack. I did pull yet another Final Form Frieza off this banner. Kind of getting sick and tired of seeing him now, because he's in that 5-star limbo where it's just nothing happens when you pull another one of them right now. So maybe he'll be better in the future when the Frieza Force team is a little bit more developed and we have like a Final Form Frieza where he's all roided out, and then a Golden Frieza potentially as well. I can definitely see that being a thing. But for now, the Frieza Force team is kind of a secondary. It's not really the forefront of the meta by any means. Alright, let's jump in and do the daily on the Trunks and Goten banner here. I would love another Trunks Goten or 16, honestly, any one of those 3, or Kamikolo even. But I did pull 2 of him, so any one of the first 3 I mentioned I'd love. No need for Android 18, and honestly, I'll take any EX cards this banner has to throw at me too. I'm not super worried about it, you know, when it's a banner I have all the units on. But, of course, it's just El Hero Garbaggio. So, get out of here, Ginyu. We got one more daily to make on the Gogeta banner. Then we'll knock out 2 more of those 30% tickets, which are basically just, wow, that's the slowest moving pod I've ever seen in a summon animation. But yeah, the 30% tickets are basically a 30% chance to get an EX unit from the Ultra Space Time banner #1, in my experience. I hope you guys have pulled a lot of sparking units off those tickets. But we blew up. The slowest pod in the world didn't yield any good results. We got another Hero Dodoria. But I actually would love more copies of the EX Zarbon and Dodoria. Alright, so let's burn the useless daily ticket first here. Maybe not useless, but so far, no good luck. Which, honestly, this time I'm maybe happy about. If we burn all bad luck on these other draws and trigger all the bad RNG out of the way, maybe, just maybe, we'll see a Gogeta. Not gonna hold my breath though. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if we don't get anything good. But again, hopefully you guys have came out extremely well after this Legends Rising banners. They generally don't like me. I still don't have Bardock, still don't have Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, so that's how Legends Risings typically do me here. Alright, 30% ticket. So we got about, not quite, but about a 1 in 3 chance of seeing a sparking off this. And if there is one, it'll most likely be Final Form Frieza, of course. Not the Super Vegeta that we need, or even the red Super Saiyan Trunks. I would honestly love to see him. I've only ever pulled one of him ever. Blowing up in the middle on a 30% ticket. That means EX unit, of course. Alright, well, it's not a super old EX unit, but it is one that was farmable from PvP and a scout battle event, so that's pretty much useless. Let's see, can we pull one sparking off of any of these 30% tickets? If it was going to be one, it's probably going to be this summon right here. This one looks like it might have some spiciness to it. We had lots of pods, Super Saiyan, red text, and we're getting blown up. Again, Goku just, oh, alright, Vegeta's coming in. So we finally got a sparking, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. We got Captain Ginyu coming here or something. You guys, oh god, what is it? Master's Pack! Ugh. Oh god. Oh man. Alright. She's 5 stars now. I'll take it, I guess. Hopefully we don't see her again anytime soon. Guess that'll be cool when Kale and Kefla and Brienne come out and, you know, Khalifa, all those fun types. Alright, well, 30% ticket at least gave us something. Hopefully that doesn't curse us on these multi-summons, which we're about to jump in and make one right now. Ugh, alright, y'all. No more frou-frou bad units. No Pycon. I'll honestly take any unit on this banner except for Pycon. I do need another Super Saiyan Blueku. And Janemba, I don't oh, gold text. Alright. God, just please be Gogeta. If this is Pycon, I'm not gonna cry. Well, I'll cry on the inside. You guys. Ugh. Vegeta showing up again. It's twice in a row. 30% ticket kind of counts, I guess. But hopefully Vegeta. Maybe that means we'll get Super Vegeta. Maybe it's an omen. Honestly, I would love that pull as well. I do not have him still. If you guys have been following my little series here, you probably already know that. Alright, Hero Trash, and another. This banner just wants me to have Janemba, man. Can we get a multiple sparking multi here? That, like, never happens to me. Like, ever. There'll be one in the mix every once in a while. Of course, another Janemba. Alright, I'll take it. I do use him a lot right now, so the extra power level will be welcome. 352. Damn, he went up like 20k off of just 1 star. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try it one more time. I'm going to leave those last 299 stones on there for daily singles and stamina refreshes and stuff like that. But alright, we got 2 Super Saiyans here in a row now. There are a decent amount of pods there, it looked like, as well. Tie on the draw, or draw on the physical portion. And no gold text. We got red text this time. Red text, Gogeta's red. Sparking again! Frieza's getting waxed on. God, please. Just, RNJesus. Be with me. Be with me, Lord. It's gonna be Pycon. It's gonna, oh no. Oh, I thought that one was gonna transform for a second there. Nappa. And... thank the Lord! Thank the Lord! Gogeta, I'm gonna high-five my screen right now. Big old Gogeta face on there. We channeled a little bit of Demonte's luck. I don't care if that's the only one of him I get. We got the mans right here. And now, honestly, you guys, I think it would be in my best interests to save these last 1,299 stones for the Fat Boo, Dabura, and Gotenks banner. Because I would love to get Fat Boo and throw together a little bit better of a regeneration team, because I do not have Demon King Piccolo. But we did come out with Gogeta, thank God, and we have a 4-star Janemba too. I'm sure these units will be returning in the future, especially come the 1st anniversary. So they'll probably, almost all of them will be back then, and I can hunt more Mastery Stars on them there. So only dailies on this banner from this point out, even though I still don't have Super Vegeta. I really need him. I really hope I can swing him on a daily summon, but the odds on this banner, again, are now in a point where they're really not in our favor. We have 1 unit that we really need. There's 4 other ones on there we already have. We have a new banner coming up with untold, at least 3 new sparkings on it. So again, we're going to save these last $12.99. I do hope that you guys have had amazing luck on all of your pulls here. Oh, I love it. I love it. So again, until next time, I hope you guys have a really, really good week. This will be starting up tomorrow. Hope your Sunday finishes strong. If you enjoy the video, consider leaving me a thumbs up. Help spread me out on YouTube. I know it's October and viewership is just kind of down in general right now, but every like that you can give, I certainly appreciate. And as well, if you're new here, you like the content, consider subscribing. I would love to see you guys again on future videos. Let me go ahead and throw some of these Stardust, Breaker, Soul Punisher, Sparks of Luck in you guys' direction, and I hope that your pulls are amazing. Again, until next time, it's been Nasdorachi, and we'll see you, y'all. Have a good one, and peace out.